what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's McAllister. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. McAllister. Dembele. Looking for the run. And played right into his path. Chance! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Rummenigge! Now, who's going to be first to this? Rijkaard. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Shevchenko. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. Decent chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mateus. He is through here.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Look at the space. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's had it nicked away. Mateus. This is a promising build-up. Mateus showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bergobi. Now Seedorf. Pedri. Mateus has created one goal already. Pirlo. And it's Bruno Fernandes looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Southampton leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Southampton leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's loose, and another try. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van Dijk plays it all the way forward. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Shevchenko. That's been cut out, well played.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Can he get it through? Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes!
Absen kedua mulai comeback. Sehat kak, alhamdulillah mas bro.
Well, it came to nothing in the end.
Sehat-sehat aja, jadi wifi-nya ini yang sakit mas bro.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Pirlo with the short one. Hangs in a real chance. Knocks it into space. Another corner. Any better luck this time round?
Kamu nggak itu mas bro, nggak ngamanin Nico kah?
Oh, good fly. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So, third corner of the game.
Number 6, Mateus. Number 8, Dembele. Number 11, Mbappe. Number 21, McAllister.
That's the keeper's ball.
On the field.
Manchester United really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Fernandes. Number 20, Owen. Number 10,
It's a sharp little ball here.
Number 7, Reguilon.
Could move up a gear here. Well, that looks a decent ball.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's found a way past. Can he finish? And again. It's a goal.
Season depan dah ketua, skuadku udah mulai bagus nih. Kurang RB bertahan. Sayang banget coy, long reach tackle tinggi. Kalau dilepas itu mas bro.
He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now that is a hefty challenge. And that will be the final act. Southampton are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency.
Selamat pagi Om hadir. Halo, halo. Kopi pangku, astagfirullah. Indonesia sedang tidak baik saja, Mas Nando.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Udah ada PP Maldini. Long range tackle semua ketua. Ya, Maldini ditaruh sayap kiri, Mas Bro.
So it's down to business here.
There's Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders. And it's very difficult to stop him once he starts leaking
jual
like
aja
the
ini ya,
others
setuju,
once he's
dijual
made
aja
that
coy.
inside run.
Fermin. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Chance for a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Atau enggak gabung aja sama India, Indonesia
It didn't
ini.
come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Mbappe, and this is Mohamed Salah.
Oh, great feat that.
He's beat Mohamed Salah!
Buffon kayak ini kiper guys.
A few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's well spotted. No goals as yet. Pedri. Southampton couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Pedri finding himself in space.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And smartly reclaimed. Mateus. And this is Mohamed Salah. Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal!
Kiri ada Jolpi Harba enak benar ketua.
I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Bagus Maldini bro, taruh LP.
And he's let fly. Oh, crossbar! Dealt with nicely by the defence. De Ligt is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Mateus. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Yamal. Can he get it through? Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery.
Orang gila sekalian dah. Kan lu kufran jadi
Plenty
presiden.
of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Southampton come in leading by.
Alisson, gua kira Buffon ini tadi kipernya bro.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Southampton can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then. Southampton. Oh, he's all alone. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Wonderful play though, the way the players moved the ball, how they created that opportunity as a team.
Knocks it into space. It's Salah! Mo Salah! Sensation!
Halo Mas Asad.
A finish right from the top.
Selamat pagi Mas Asad Gaming.
2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise. Oh, good drive.
2 tahun nggak jumpa Mas Asad, Rek.
Routine save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Looking to play him in. Looking for the run. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking for options for movement. Well, that's a foul and the whistle.
Piala Dunia sekarang kurang ya. Ramean di Asia atau Eropa.
Mateus with a real chance here. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Mateus. Oh, lots of
Udah jarang live sekarang masih ya Mas Bro. Wifi ku kadang-kadang error soalnya. 2 bulan ini sering error. Musim pemadangan Gus tempatmu. Ngawur. Bukan pemadaman coy, cuman wifi-nya ini sesat.
Good strength. And it's McAllister. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Salah threads one in. Great pressure, plenty of it. Mateus! Magnificent from Mateus! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are disappearing out of sight. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Loh, gak maju Alistair.
Tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
A case now of complete control. Yamal, he's gone for goal! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Now, can they get him away? Mateus shapes to shoot! Southampton are almost home and dry now. Nicely intercepted. Pedri. McAllister powering forward. Can he finish?
Musim-musim hujan Kak Ketua.
Top stop.
Di sini udah panas terus ya, sama aja panas terus ya. Emang wifi-nya ini Mas Bro.
Coming on the field, number 22, Bellingham, number 8.
Nggak bisa diandelin ya, nggak bisa diharapin wifi-nya ini coy.
Keeper's dealt with that. Now it's Olise. And now a sudden chance to counter.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Lawan kok error semua gini coy.
Corner number 2 then. That is well cleared. And this is Mohamed Salah. Now this could be a chance. Musiala plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And time is up. Southampton can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Mohamed Salah picking up the man of the match.
Tapi bekas divisi 1 loh, tapi mainnya unik, Cuk. Joki wis nggih Mas Asad. Good night, halo Mas Adi. Selamat pagi.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours
Pemain
it might not feel
POTD
like that.
jelek-jelek
The
ya, Bro.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters.
Sebenarnya bagus sih, cuman karena ada posternya yang poster keluarga itu makanya jelek, coy.
Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward.
Shapes to shoot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Gerrard. And this is Gerrard. Out towards the flank. In towards the back stick. He'll try from distance.
Saya dapat dialog, Gus. Mugi-mugi di sini kata Gus, amin.
A right smile there.
Saya dapat dialog bagus, Cok. Dialog.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Buat ngelengkapin skuad MU, coy.
He's rising. Goal, Milan.
Udah poster keluar ke desain cardnya, iya desain cardnya burik.
So well played, Peter.
Burik
Did a
banget.
great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Southampton finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Drogba. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal. And it's De Jong. And here's Batistuta. Oh, such a clever touch. He's having a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Pengennya dapat Pirlo plus Buffon, ngeri.
He leaps for it. Ah, he's given it away. Saliba. Showing good feet. Tries one from range.
Masuklah, Cok.
He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Ronaldinho. De Jong. Oh, it's Batistuta.
Telat semua gitu, nggak suka.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's Batistuta.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Drogba, nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's Dembele. It's Dembele!
Baik.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Yamal. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's Batistuta. And here's Dembele. Knocks it into space. Shot a goal! And a neat finish.
Mudah-mudahan lancar ketua live-nya. Teman saya nanti apa itu bro? Buat teman saya nanti di Malaysia.
So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Southampton are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. The second half is up and running.
Southampton are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think we've seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Southampton come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Nicely shaped ball. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Rijkaard. Yamal. That ball looks a good one. Pedri. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've...
Big chance!
Astagfirullah.
Brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And again they hit the front. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Milan leading now. And it's Ronaldinho. He's on it, can he get away? This looks promising. Oh, there's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Astagfirullah, itu masuk cok.
And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Kelas.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And now he has two.
Substitution in progress.
Southampton are making a change now. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Southampton still have the cards to affect this game. Yamal, just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri has the space to scheme. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe, McAllister. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Owen. He's found a way through. Owen!
Emang gimana ini coy?
Put that away.
It's a good effort. You can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
It's their second corner of the game. Gets his head on it! And that's a good finish.
Mesti buat temen saya nonton kalau saya di Malewo. Mantap, mantap.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Now, who's going to be first to this?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
It's Drogba. Zanetti. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rijkaard. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Bruno Fernandes. And that will be...
Aduh, kalah guys.
One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Nah, ini cok yang nggak ngotak
Thank you
cok.
very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Nggak ada fenomenal finishing padahal. Astagfirullah. Kaca teori malam satu surojong, koin mulung. Pak itu mas bro, pack friend itu bagus coy. Aku mungkin stop kaca dulu ini coy, nunggu buat beli manajer aja bro. Vira kapan ketua? Kayaknya lama Vira itu bro. Vira itu nanti masih lama ini saya pengen yang Prancis. Portugal itu sebenarnya bagus loh bro. Udah serangan balik cepat, terus posternya juga bagus. Minus link up-nya doang itu cok. Jelek banget. Aneh ya, bukan jelek, aneh. Sayap posisi sayap, pemain depan sayap, link up-nya ke pemain back sayap.
who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
And it's Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Stoichkov. Now he's off and running. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
And here's Eto. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Mateus! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he looked
Lek
every
api-api.
bit the assured keeper there.
Back Leo
Yeah,
gak
he
payu,
was well
Gus.
placed to deal with that.
Bagus semua itu backnya, Mas Bro.
Southampton with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has earned a reprieve for the
Back
time
Portugal,
being.
link up-nya aneh, nggak usah pakai link up. Gak dipakai aja link up-nya, coy.
He was under real pressure there. A lovely bit of skill. It's Dembele!
Ya lagi asu ini, cok.
And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Padahal kan lo, coy. Udah kayak smekel aja, Bro.
Southampton have their second corner now. Stam getting this one clear. And this is Dembele. Edmilson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Tries to pass it through. Edmilson has ended up in no man's land. Ibrahimovic. Salam. Good read, needed to be. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now it's Mohamed Salah, looking for the run. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Dembele. Stoichkov. He won't be happy with that one. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it was a half of
Susah buat Vira jangkar keluar.
as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Please be
So
reminded
first
that
half
drinking
thoughts?
is only
Well, I
allowed
think
in the
from the
areas
manager's
shown on the
viewpoint,
map. Thank
Peter,
you very much for
he'll be
your
demanding more.
Konami ini nggak bisa
during the
ditebak,
break,
coy.
but he'll
Ntar
at least be
tiba-tiba
happy
langsung
with
keluar
how
ya.
they've contained the opposition so
Keluar
far.
10 pemain.
Waiting for this to take off. It's goalless
So,
at
10 pemain,
half-time.
10 epic, 250 pemain.
Substitution on the field. Number
Mantap.
8,
Digoreng.
So right back into the action.
Mohamed Salah.
Southampton are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Number 11, Mbappe.
And here's the chance to
Number
counter.
14, Bruno Fernandes.
Pedri is onto this. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And here's Owen. That's good running with the ball. Chance, surely! And he hits the net. It is the pick-me-up they all long for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Southampton have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that we needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Pirlo itu loh yang sampai bosan kartu Pirlo itu guys, banyak banget.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Coming on the field. Number 21. McAllister. Number 17.
Oh, good fly!
Astagfirullah.
And that's in. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Tonali. And here's Mbappe.
Aduh.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. McAllister. Mbappe, and the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. And they get themselves in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Alah bocil nggak bisa masuk serundul gitu coy.
This tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Lam does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through?
Iran really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And a header!
Mantap, Courtois.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Desperate defending required here.
Asem yang jaga Zanetti pula.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Ed Nielsen, played out wide. Roberto Carlos. Some really good ball movement. And he's intervened well there. And they've got rid. And that will be it. Southampton proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
udah angkut pak friend Gus? Belum mas bro. Kemarin sebenarnya Adwing kan kemarin udah ready koinnya mas Gus. Terus kegoda kepingin Zamrota atau Pirlo ya. Malah aku pakai gacha dapat Buffon, bangke.
Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah.
Oh, he's having a go!
Smekel ini lawanku cok kiper. Aduh, offset bodoh, Modric bro.
And he's straight offside. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Dembele. Oh, it's Dembele. Well read, nice interception. And that's gone loose. Messi. And it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Diouf. And he is dashing away. And that is well cleared. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Pedri, a dangerous raider down the right-hand side. Kimmich is the team's great visionary. Still goalless. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Mateus. Kimmich. And here's Zola. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Zanetti. Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Zanetti. Modric. Getting on for a third of the way through the game.
Cuk tahu aja.
Forlan. Kimmich. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Mateus. This is a promising ball there. Squeeze it through. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that has been cleared.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Southampton have the chance to go the other way. No way through. And it's Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shoot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Masa Allah mentalnya ke situ bro.
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Persib Bandung have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got...
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Southampton currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Please look at
Well,
the
for me,
screen for
Peter, things
information
have
on
never
how to
really
find your
got
way
going,
around
but at
the
least this
stadium.
will be a good time to
Substitution on the
reflect
field.
and regroup.
Number
I can see a
6,
few changes coming,
Mateo.
because whatever they've been doing,
Number 8,
it just hasn't gelled.
Dembele.
So that's how it stands at
Number
halfway. We'll be
18,
back with the second half
coming on
very
the
soon.
field. Number 14,
Hostilities have
Fernandes.
resumed at the start of the second half. Modric! Oh, good finish! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
He'll try from distance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh,
Has a look and plays it forward. Modric. Bruno Fernandes. Header! And he hits the net. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
babi.
Southampton are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should they need it. It's full on! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Substitution on the field. Number 19,
The
Country.
two coaches
Coming
are
on to
signalling
replace
changes
him
here,
is
both at the same time.
Number 21, McAllister. Substitutions taking
Bumps him
place.
off it and wins back the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, shooting chance!
Masa bisa gitu passingnya dia, coy.
That's a
Halo bang,
sharp
udah lama nggak
finish.
live nih. Halo Mas Panwinata.
Remarkable powers of recovery.
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
They forced the error
Aduh,
and
upset.
extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Mbappe!
Asu.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Defending of the desperate variety. This is...
Ya Allah.
And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well,
There
that
will be
defending
5
is
minutes added time.
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, but it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome.
Bruno Fernandes! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! Whoever that is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable...
Kenapa jarang live, Bang? Wifi sesat, Mas Bro. Wifi ku sering error 2 bulan ini.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
So that's got things underway.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, sure.
Very true.
Puskás is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he shoots! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Modric. Look at the space here. And a chance!
Asu.
Loose
Oke
ball
orang
now,
itu.
there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Timingnya bisa pas gitu nyelidingnya.
Quarter of an hour played. Now it's Ronaldinho. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Salah. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Still goalless. Salah. Good strike. Tries one from range. And that's another fine save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Southampton with the corner. They're first. And a header.
Astagfirullah.
He will be livid
Kok
with
salah
himself.
aja dari tadi yang nundul, bro.
And he's gone looking for safety. Now, can they get him away? Mohamed Salah is onto this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That has not gone well. Now this could be a chance.
Ih, salah
The
passing.
assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri. And it's Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. And he whips it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. There they go, hunting in packs. And he was alert to it.
Mohamed Salah clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Dembele.
There will
Bruno
be 1 minute
Fernandes.
added time.
Big chance!
Finally, bro.
It's a goal! And on the stroke of half-time, a priceless goal. One sweeping... And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please make
What
sure
have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Southampton leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. The second half is having a shot! That's another chance! And it's in! AC Milan are all square. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about position.
It's Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! About as smooth as it gets. Into the lead once more. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Southampton leading now.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Mohamed Salah. Coming on the field. Number 11.
Iniesta
Mbappe.
knocks it into space.
Number 20. Owen. Substitution.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want...
And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Probing pass. And he's taking no chances there. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's in a great position here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's in. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Southampton now in a position far more desirable.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Ronaldinho. Zanetti. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And this is Modric. Oh, what a ball! And he's shapes to shoot! And it's there! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 club.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Southampton visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a lovely, neat pass. He's picked his way through, just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zanetti calmly anticipates.
Has been indicated.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. De Jong. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Forlan. Looking for options for movement. The ball has bounced loose now. He's cut it out. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Southampton, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then. Italy have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And he was alert to it. Shifted it to the flank.
Mulai ngelag.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, he really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Goes for goal! And we have our very first corner. Bullish header! He's delivered all right! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Southampton have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And the shots!
Main-main rek. Tahu gitu buang
A
aja.
game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bruno Fernandes really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now it's Bellingham. Tries to play it through. De Jong. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham has created one goal already. And here's Messi.
1 minute added time.
Eto. Oh, important interception. And that signals the end of the first period. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Southampton get the ball rolling in the second half.
Southampton are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Neymar! What a wonderful goal!
Boom! There we go, and it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter.
Shot, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And here's the chance to counter. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's having a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bruno Fernandes is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Pedri. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mohamed Salah, bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Mohamed Salah looking to receive it in space.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Southampton still have the cards to affect this game. Neymar making good progress. De Ligt. Rijkaard. This is a promising build-up, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Now, can they get him away? He's going to be disappointed with that. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's a very... It's Salah!
Astagfirullah, Buffon.
That could come back to haunt them.
Mohamed Salah was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Substitution for Italy. Number 7, Rui Costa. Coming on to replace him is number 13,
Pedri.
Griezmann.
Pedri. He is through here.
Southampton really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Strokes it back. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Thuram getting this one clear.
Southampton really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been
He had to
indicated.
make that, and he did make it. That's an imaginative pass. Tries from distance. And that is the last of the action. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.